You check your phone within 5 minutes of waking up. You think it's harmless, but this single habit is costing you thousands of dollars a year, destroying your focus and quietly sabotaging every goal you've ever set. Here's the truth most people won't tell you. Context switching, the constant jumping between tasks, apps, and thoughts, is the silent productivity killer of our generation, and it's worse than you think. The average American checks their phone 144 times per day. In the UK, that number is 135. Canadians, 130. These aren't just statistics, they're symptoms of a deeper problem that's rewiring our brains. In the next 20 minutes, you're going to discover why this habit is more dangerous than procrastination, how it's costing high earners in the US and Europe tens of thousands in lost income, and most importantly, the exact system used by top performers to eliminate it. This isn't theory. This is based on neuroscience research from Stanford, productivity data from Fortune 500 companies, and real-world case studies from professionals in New York, London, Toronto, Sydney, and Berlin. Stay with me, because what you're about to learn will fundamentally change how you work, think, and earn. Let's start with something most people get wrong. They think multitasking makes them more productive. It doesn't, and the research is absolutely clear on this. A study from the University of California found that it takes an average of 23 minutes and 15 seconds to fully regain focus after a single interruption. Think about that. Every time you check Slack, glance at your phone, or switch browser tabs, you're paying a 23-minute focus tax. Now multiply that by how many times you do it per day. The average knowledge worker in the United States switches tasks every 3 minutes. In Germany, where efficiency is cultural, it's slightly better at 4 minutes. But here's the kicker. Even the most disciplined professionals are losing 2.1 hours of productive time every single day to context switching. Let's talk money, because this is where it gets serious. If you're a software developer in San Francisco making $150,000 a year, those 2.1 lost hours daily translate to roughly $39,000 in lost productive value annually. If you're a consultant in London billing £500 per day, you're leaving £130 per day on the table. That's £32,500 a year. But it's not just about lost time, it's about lost quality. A Microsoft study tracking 50,000 workers found that employees who constantly context-switched produced work with 30% more errors than those who maintained deep focus. In industries like finance, law, and software development, where mistakes are expensive, this isn't just inefficient, it's financially catastrophic. Here's the neuroscience. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for complex thinking, can only handle one cognitively demanding task at a time. When you switch tasks, your brain doesn't just change channels. It goes through an intensive process called attention residue. Researcher Sophie Leroy from the University of Minnesota found that when you move from task A to task B, part of your attention stays stuck on task A. Your brain is literally fragmented, and the more you switch, the more fragmented you become. Think of it like a computer with 47 browser tabs open. Each tab consumes memory. Eventually, everything slows down. That's your brain on context switching. This wasn't always a problem. 20 years ago, the average office worker had email and maybe a desk phone. Now, the average professional in Toronto uses 11 different apps daily. In Australia, it's 13, each one pinging, notifying, and demanding attention. Slack, Teams, email, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, calendar alerts, project management tools, CRM systems, the list goes on. Technology companies have spent billions engineering these platforms to be addictive. Every notification triggers a dopamine response. Your brain learns phone buzz equals potential reward. It's the same neurological mechanism that makes gambling addictive. Sean Parker, the founding president of Facebook, admitted this publicly. He said they deliberately exploited human psychology to keep people hooked, and it worked. The average person now spends 3 hours and 43 minutes on their phone daily in the US. In the UK, it's 3 hours and 23 minutes. But here's what makes this insidious. We've normalized it. Being always on became a badge of honor. Responding to emails at 11 p.m. became dedication. Checking your phone during meetings became being prepared. In Germany, there's actually been pushback. Some companies have implemented right to disconnect policies. In France, it's even law. But in the US, UK, Canada, and Australia, the hustle culture prevails, and it's burning people out. A Deloitte study found that 77% of professionals in the US have experienced burnout at their current job. The primary cause? Not workload, constant interruptions and inability to focus. Let's talk about what this actually costs you beyond the immediate productivity hit. Cal Newport, a computer science professor at Georgetown and author of Deep Work, tracked high performers across industries. He found that the ability to do deep, focused work for extended periods was the single biggest predictor of exceptional career outcomes. Software engineers who could maintain 4-hour focus blocks shipped features 3.7 times faster than those who were constantly interrupted. Writers who protected their mornings wrote 2.5 times more publishable content. Consultants who eliminated context switching billed 40% more hours at higher quality. But here's the inverse. If you can't focus, you can't produce high-value work. And in today's economy, especially in high-income markets like the US, Canada, UK, Australia, and Germany, you're only as valuable as the complexity of problems you can solve. Context switching literally makes you less intelligent. A study from the University of London found that constant interruptions lower your effective IQ by an average of 10 points. That's more than twice the impact of smoking marijuana. The cost isn't just professional, it's personal. Researchers at the University of California, Irvine found that people who were constantly interrupted experienced significantly higher stress levels. Their heart rates stayed elevated. Their cortisol levels were chronically high. In practical terms, you're in a constant state of fight or flight. Your body thinks it's under threat. And over time, this leads to insomnia, reported by 62% of heavy smartphone users in Canada, anxiety disorders, up 31% in the UK since 2019, depression, affecting 1 in 5 American adults, and cardiovascular issues linked to chronic stress. Dr. Gloria Mark from UC Irvine spent years studying this. Her conclusion? The constant task switching and interruptions we experience at work are literally making us sick. Here's something nobody talks about. Context switching destroys your ability to be present with people. A study from the University of Essex found that just having a phone visible during a conversation, even if it's not used, reduces the quality of that conversation. People report feeling less connected, less understood, less valued. In Australia, 58% of people report that their partner's phone use is a regular source of conflict in their relationship. In the US, it's 64%. This isn't trivial. The inability to be fully present is eroding our most important relationships. Let's flip this. What do the top 1% do differently? Research from McKinsey found that executives who regularly achieve flow states, those periods of intense, uninterrupted focus, are 5 times more productive than their peers. They don't work more hours, they work differently. Bill Gates famously took think weeks, where he'd disappear to a cabin with no interruptions to read and think deeply. Bill Buffett structures his days to maximize uninterrupted thinking time. Cal Newport doesn't use social media at all. But you don't need to be a billionaire to apply these principles. When you maintain focus for extended periods, something remarkable happens in your brain. You enter what neuroscientists call a flow state, a heightened state of consciousness where you're completely absorbed in the task at hand. During flow, your brain releases norepinephrine and dopamine, neurochemicals that enhance pattern recognition, lateral thinking, and information processing speed. Essentially, you become temporarily smarter. But here's the catch. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes of uninterrupted focus to enter flow. If you're interrupted every 3 minutes, you literally never get there. You're operating at a fraction of your cognitive capacity all day long. Research from Harvard found that people in flow states are 500% more productive, but the average American knowledge worker only achieves flow state for 10% of their workday. That's less than an hour in an 8-hour day. Here's the big picture. We're living in what economists call an attention economy. Your attention is literally the most valuable resource you have, and every app, platform, and notification system is fighting for it. A report from Deutsche Bank estimated that the average person's attention is worth approximately $60 per hour to advertisers. Over a lifetime, that's $1.5 million. You are literally that valuable. But if you're giving it away in 3-minute increments to whoever can ping you loudest, you're not capturing that value. You're hemorrhaging it. All right, enough about the problem. Let's talk solutions. Real, practical, proven strategies used by high performers in competitive markets. Strategy number 1, time blocking with aggressive protection. This is non-negotiable. You must schedule deep work blocks and defend them ruthlessly. Here's what works. Take your most important work, the stuff that actually moves the needle, and schedule it in 90 to 120-minute blocks during your peak cognitive hours. For most people, that's the first 3 to 4 hours after waking. During these blocks, phone goes in another room, not just on silent, in another room. Close all browser tabs except what you're actively working on. Quit all communication apps. Use website blockers if necessary. A developer in Austin implemented this and went from shipping 2 features per month to 7. A consultant in London doubled her billable hours in 6 weeks. A writer in Toronto finished a book he'd been working on for 3 years. Most interruptions aren't emergencies. They just feel that way. Check email twice per day, once at 11 a.m., once at 4 p.m. That's it. Use an autoresponder explaining your system. Real data from a study at British Columbia University, people who checked email only 3 times per day reported significantly lower stress and no decrease in performance. Same with Slack, Teams, or any communication platform. Set specific times, batch your responses. You'll find that 90% of urgent messages resolve themselves. Your environment is either helping you focus or destroying it. There's no neutral. High performers in Silicon Valley, London's financial district, and Toronto's tech sector use a principle called environmental forcing. They design their workspace to make focus the default and distraction difficult. This means dedicated focus space with 0 visual clutter, separate devices for work and personal use when possible, physical barriers, closed door, headphones, do not disturb signs, tools like Freedom or Cold Turkey to block distracting websites during work hours. A software engineering team in Berlin implemented a focus room policy. Result? 40% increase in code commits and 67% reduction in bugs. Here's an advanced technique. Treat attention like money. You have approximately 4 to 5 hours of high-quality cognitive capacity per day. That's it. Everything else is maintenance and low-stakes work. Top earners in competitive markets allocate this budget ruthlessly. 3 to 4 hours deep work on highest impact tasks. 1 to 2 hours meetings and communication. 2 to 3 hours administrative tasks, email, and planning. They don't fill the day with work. They optimize for impact, not activity. Every Sunday, successful professionals in New York, Sydney, and Munich do the same thing. They plan the week ahead with surgical precision. They identify their top 3 priorities. They schedule deep work blocks. They eliminate or delegate everything that doesn't directly serve those priorities. This single habit, spending 30 minutes on Sunday to plan the week, generates an average of 6 to 8 additional productive hours during the week. That's a 12-to-1 return on time investment. Here's your roadmap to reclaim your focus in 30 days. Week 1, awareness and baseline. Track everything. Use an app like Rescue Time or Timing to see exactly where your attention goes. Most people are shocked. The average professional spends 28% of their day on communication and 23% distracted by non-essential tasks. Week 2. Environmental overhaul. Remove every non-essential app from your phone, delete social media, or move it to a separate device. Set up website blockers. Create a dedicated focus space. This week is about making focus easy and distraction hard. Week 3. Implement time blocking. Start with one 90-minute deep work block per day. Gradually increase. By the end of the week, you should have 2 to 3 blocks per day. Protect them like your job depends on it, because it does. Week 4. Optimization and habits. Refine your system. Add batching protocols for email and communication. Implement the weekly review. Start measuring outputs, not hours worked. The results you can expect. Based on data from professionals who've implemented these systems in competitive markets, 2 to 3x increase in meaningful output within 30 days, 40 to 50% reduction in perceived stress, additional 10 to 15 hours per week of productive time, measurable improvement in work quality and error reduction, better work-life boundaries and improved relationships. One finance professional in London tracked his billable hours before and after. Before, 28 hours per week of actual billable work. After, 41 hours. Same total hours at the office, different focus system. That's an additional £26,000 in annual billings at his rate. Here's what you need to understand. Focus is the ultimate competitive advantage in the modern economy. While everyone else is bouncing between tasks, drowning in notifications, and working at 30% capacity, you can be the person who actually gets important things done. You can be the one who produces exceptional work. You can be the one who rises. But it requires a decision. You have to choose focus over reactivity, depth over distraction, quality over quantity. The system is designed to fragment your attention. Your phone wants to own you. Your apps want to addict you. Your workplace culture might even encourage constant availability. But you're not a machine. You're a human with finite cognitive resources, and those resources are either going toward your goals or someone else's. The best time to fix this was 5 years ago. The second best time is today, right now, this moment. Your future self, the one who built the career, earned the income, and lived the life you actually want, is depending on you to make this change. If this video challenged how you think about productivity and focus, hit that like button. It helps this message reach more people who need it. Subscribe for more content on high-performance systems, productivity science, and career acceleration strategies backed by real research. And here's my challenge to you. Implement just one strategy from this video this week. Track the results, then come back and let me know what changed in the comments. Your attention is your most valuable asset. Start treating it that way. Thanks for watching. Now go do deep work.